What is it called? Brianna. Happiness is a warm blanket, Charlie Brown. Oh, I love this book. It's such a good book. Okay, here we go, guys. I need a book helper.
I don't really like rain. I need a really
Okay, Lola, you'll have to sit right there. Okay, I got you covered. All right. Happiness is a warm blanket, Charlie Brown. Okay. Linus loved his blanket. It made him feel safe and secure. It soaked up all his fears and frustrations. You want to see it? You see it? Oh, he loves it. See him hugging it? Linus didn't like to be away from his blanket ever. Not even when his sister Lucy decided it was time to clean it. Wash day, Lucy would shout. Look, she pulled it out from under him and he went flying in a circle. Poor Linus. Okay, keep going. It's in the rinse cycle, she'd say as Linus began to sweat. And finally, it's in the spin cycle. At last, Linus would get his blanket back. Look how happy he is. Oh, he's so happy. Ha ha, I got it back. Ooh, boy. But lately, Linus's friends had begun teasing him about his blanket. They thought it was silly and it just got in the way. You and that stupid blanket, Schroeder yelled.
You like that stupid blanket.
I can't stand it, said Charlie Brown.
Stand it.
Look, he stepped on it. She stepped on it and got him out. This is so mean.
I can't stand it.
That's terrible.
I can't stand it.
Even Sally, who loved everything about Linus, had something to say about his blanket. You're my sweet babu, she told Linus, but I could like you even more if you give up that blanket. Ooh. He's not getting rid of that blanket, is he? Nope. Look at him looking at her like, I don't think so, Missy. Only Charlie Brown's dog Snoopy understood how great Linus's blanket really was. And he wanted it for himself. Look at him sitting on the blanket. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Shh, listen to the story. Okay. Linus had an even bigger problem than teasing or a jealous dog. His grandmother was coming to visit. Grandma didn't like Linus's blanket one bit. Shh. Lucy began to pester Linus more than ever. If you don't give up that stupid blanket, she said, Grandma's going to cut it into 1,000 pieces. Shh. Linus had to find a way to give up his blanket before Grandma came. But how? What's he going to do?
Get back.
We can't hear the story.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Okay, you ready? Linus tried a substitute, but that had its drawbacks. What's he doing? He's using a dish towel?
He's so funny.
He's using a dish towel? Oh, that's funny. Okay, listen. Lucy locked the blanket in a closet, but Linus couldn't stay away. You'd better give it back, Charlie Brown told Lucy. What makes you say that, Charlie Brown? Lucy asked. He's clawing at the door. Oh, poor Linus. He wants that blanket back. Grandma's visit was just a few days away, and nothing seemed to work. Linus was not going to give up his blanket, but someone else had other plans. Snoopy! Linus screamed. Look at his face. Snoopy's like, woohoo! Snoopy's like, I don't think so, buddy. Linus chased Snoopy everywhere, but Snoopy made a daring escape. Dun, 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 Seeing Linus's blanket fly through the air gave Lucy an idea. A terrible, awful idea.
Dum, 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 dum,
What do you think she's going to do with his blanket?
dum. Give it back.
Lucy made a kite out of Linus's blanket to keep it away from him. But Linus wasn't fooled. My blanket! Linus yelled. Look at his hair.
Yeah.
Oh. Things only got worse for Linus when Lucy let go of the kite. Oh no! Linus watched his beloved blanket float off into the air. Oh, there it goes. Oh, Linus, I'm so sorry. Linus's blanket was really gone. Staring up at the great big sky, he felt sadder than he ever had. Shh, I bet I'll never see my blanket again, he said. Shh. Charlie Brown is standing by his friend. Shh. Somebody likes to talk during story time. Her name's Brianna. Okay. All right. Still, Linus had to try to get his blanket back. He asked Charlie Brown to help him put an ad in the paper. Lost. One light blue blanket in the shape of a kite. Please return. Owner desperate. Good job. Even though his good friend Charlie Brown stayed by his side, Linus could barely sleep without his blanket. He kept thinking about it and wondering. Ooh, couldn't sleep. Oh, and Charlie Brown was such a good friend. Such a good friend.
We got Charlie Brown. We got.
Where could it be?
Right there.
It's in the sky, way up high.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Yes, very dark.
Very dark.
It matches.
Yeah.
Soon, Linus got some good news. It was a telegram from the Air Rescue Service. They found my blanket, he told Charlie Brown. They're mailing it back to me.
Yay!
Way! All right. Linus was thrilled to get his blanket back. But his happiness did not last long. Grandma was arriving that day, and Lucy had came up with a surefire way of curing Linus of his blanket habit once and for all. I buried it, she said.
I buried it.
That's terrible. Oh,
Oh no.
look at his face. Poor Linus. His hair's always sticking up.
Yeah.
So Linus dug and dug and dug, but he still couldn't find his blanket.
Who is? Look.
Psychiatric help.
Snoopy.
Psychiatric help, 5 cents. The doctor is in.
Snoopy.
Just then, when things seemed hopeless, Linus's blanket seemed to find him. Oh, Snoopy brought it back because he's such a good friend. Yep. Good job, Snoopy. Let me see. It was time for Linus to face Grandma. She was not happy that Linus still had his blanket. But Linus stood his ground. I need this blanket, he told Grandma. It's the only real security I have. After all, everyone had someone or something that helped them get through the day. It wasn't just Linus with his blanket. Say nuh-uh. Mm-hmm.
No.
Stand your ground, Linus.
Yeah.
Sally had her sweet baby, Linus, and Schroeder had his piano. And Lucy had Schroeder. That's funny. Snoopy had his dinner bowl. Even Grandma had her coffee. Brianna has Lammy. And Aaliyah has Puppy. That's right. And of course, and Lola too. Okay.
Lola, and the way I take my kitty, I don't want to make mine, and the other one is mine.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's good to share.
it's all mine.
Sharing is caring. All right, let's keep going. Linus made a good argument for keeping his blanket, but Grandma would not listen.
Maybe you'll get a new one.
Hand it over? Linus asked. You want me to hand it over? Sure enough, Grandma took Linus's blanket away. Brr, brr, brr.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's right. Man.
Wah, wah, wah.
But Grandma didn't really get Linus's blanket after all. He had swapped it with the dish towel and tricked her. After Grandma had gone, Linus got out his real blanket. He hid it under the pillow. What a sneaky little stinker. Okay, listen to the story. Charlie Brown was happy for Linus. Everything was back to normal. Shh, I'm not going to keep reading if you don't listen. Charlie Brown was happy for Linus. And everything was back to normal, and Linus's blanket was safe. Shh. Still, Linus was a little sad to see Grandma go. I'm going to miss the thrill of the chase, he told Charlie Brown. We're almost finished. You probably know the last page. Why don't you help me read it? Luckily for Linus, someone would always want his blanket.
Here, Mommy.
Snoopy! You're supposed to help me with that part. The end. Look at Snoopy. He's flying through the air.